All right, and welcome to another beautiful evening in the city of Baltimore. This is the XTY show. I am Tian.
And a Yoka T Price.
All right, hey T, it's been
Hey girl.
I just feel like because of COVID, because we're not in the studio no more. It's like we just don't we don't record like we don't record no more.
I
Like
know.
we record here and there, and I'm kind of excited because I'll be coming over to your house soon. So we
I was
gonna
about to say that. We gotta link up,
and get
get
our
this
little
thing going again.
get our little grind going on with the show.
And even if we don't have a guest, we still need to just do a show. Just go
Yeah,
on.
do it and just be us. Just be us. And just do us. Like we're gonna have to because at this point, yeah, we're gonna have to do that. So anyway, so as y'all can see, we do have a special guest. We are gonna get into him in just 1 second. Before we do, just remember that you can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know we got TikTok. You be the only one on the TikTok. And on YouTube at the XCY Show. Just make sure that you follow us, share us, like us, tell your friends about us, all of that.
If you want to be on the show, inbox us. We are yes, we
like,
love
a big thing. We love guests.
Yes, we love guests. We love guests.
We love guests. We do. We don't really have any events that are coming up like now, basically COVID kind of shut it kind of shut the party life down. Not for everybody, but for the show it did. A lot of y'all are still partying.
It just kind of interrupted my momentum. You know how you had a flow going on, and it's like now it's just not there.
And nobody felt like wearing masks.
I definitely want to do another brunch. I definitely want to initiate the 4th, annual crab feast. I'm down with all of that, but maybe I guess next year we be back in the groove of things.
I don't even at this point. I don't even know. But just be on the lookout, and you can always still support by just watching our show and by tuning in. So we do have a special guest. We have known this brother for about 4 or 5 years. I think we met him in like 16. People are probably getting tired of hearing this, but I equate everything, to because that's how I remember stuff. Like that's when I got pregnant, and for some reason that's when things happened. So we met him in like 16. We met him like the middle of 16 and everything like that. So
I'm about to say
us. I was trying to think. Meech The God is with us this evening. Say hi, Meech. Meech. Oh, and I'm excited because when we met him, I think he was just starting.
That's what I was trying to think. I'm trying to remember.
Like Meech was still fresh in it. Like I don't even like Meech was still fresh. Like so when we first met him. So Meech is with us. He's been
so excited to be here. Thank y'all so much. I love you ladies.
Yes, he's been on this show. And actually it's crazy because Meech was like our little brother. Because remember, we would have like family events at when we were living on when we were living there, T had the second floor, I had the first floor, and we would literally have like little dinners.
Yo, your memory is dope because I'm sitting here like
that's crazy.
Like ask me about something that happened like last week. But you know what it is? I remember stuff that makes me happy. Like happy. I remember stuff that makes me sad. I remember stuff that makes me mad. I remember stuff that didn't matter. I don't even care about. But anyway, before we actually get into Meech, let's do an XTY question. We have not done that in a while. And I kind of want to do it because we haven't done it in a while. Secondly, because we do have an XTY question. I have a child that's hitting my arm. 1 second. Yes, Nicholas. Where's the little remote? I don't know what the little remote is. I have to look for it, okay? But just give me a second, okay? So we do have an XTY question. Now I got the remote because he's tired of watching the show that he's watching. Sorry. But Give mommy 1 second, okay? So we're gonna get into the XCY segment today. As always with the XCY segment, all you have to do is to send your what you call questions or whatever to the XCY at gmail.com. You can also send an anonymous text to 410-999-8937. We still got that number, sister. I remember.
Oh wow.
Right. So for the XCY segment, we got a lot of questions. We actually got one last week, and it was actually about Mother's Day.
Okay.
Which is kind of crazy because if you read a lot of social media, they talk a lot about baby fathers giving gifts and husbands giving gifts, you know, to the exes and all of that, and women being upset, blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. So I figured that we would use one of them. So we did get one where the writer was asking about her husband. Her husband has a child with another woman. She doesn't feel that the husband should be giving the other woman anything. Just saying like Happy Mother's Day is really nothing. That's it, and just kind of keep it moving. So she had an issue with it. She wanted to know what we thought. So I'm gonna take it to you first, too.
So that's a hard question for me to answer because she feels as though that she shouldn't be he shouldn't give her a gift, is what you're saying.
Right.
What about even just saying Happy Mother's Day?
She doesn't feel that he should be giving the woman a gift. So the woman that he has a child with, she doesn't think that he should be giving her anything. He should be calling her to say Happy Mother's Day.
Right.
That's it. It should be nothing more to it.
I don't know. That's very conflicting for me to actually say like what my opinion is about it, only from my own personal experience, y'all. So let me tell y'all, I did not get not one Happy Mother's Day whatsoever yesterday from the father of my child. You know what I'm saying? So it's like one of those things where it's like, is he supposed to call me? I ain't expecting a gift. You know, I don't expect that much. But at the same time, I'm like, yeah, still say it out of respect. You know what I'm saying?
Just say it, yeah.
Even if this young lady's person or whatever got his baby mother a card, I don't see nothing wrong with that. But no, you ain't going out there and buying no balloons and Bath and Body Works and gifts and shit. Like his obligation is to his child. That's it.
Mm-hmm. And that's the thing I said. Like it's something different if you're messing with somebody that does not have a good relationship with their child's mother. You know, some people really do co-parent together really, really good. You know, so they have a good relationship. And you have some fathers that have a whole other family and still, you know, they are friends with their child's mother. So if he want to get her a gift, let him get her a gift.
Right.
Especially if she's a good mother.
Yeah, I'm not intimidated by that.
Yeah, like why are you intimidated? If you're intimidated by that, then at the end of the day, 9 times out of 10, that is an issue that's an issue with inside of you. Like, what are you getting out of shape for because he's giving her a gift? Guess what, sis? Some people have children and their father don't even acknowledge their father don't even acknowledge the child, don't even call the mother to her, nothing, don't do anything. So at least you have a half decent man that is saying, listen, this is the this is the mother of my child.
They put in a lot of energy.
Yeah, like I really want to give her something because she really is a good mother. Like, what are you getting bent out of shape for? Like, are you serious? So
I don't know. It just depends on the gift.
Like I just think
I'm still like, yeah, you better not roll up there with a 2021 Lexus and shit. Like, thanks for being such a great mother. Like,
you giving me flowers. Now wait go call for it now.
I watch your kids when they come over here. You go to work and do whatever. I got these babies. Yeah.
Like, like Meech, what do you think about that, Meech? What say you, Meech? What say you, Meech?
I ain't even gonna lie to you, for real, honestly, tell you the truth. I didn't even say Happy Mother's Day to my son, mother, you know?
Come on now.
Not on purpose. Like I said, I'd be busy. I'd be very busy. But I did get a chance.
Well, you gotta fix that.
I did get a chance to.
Because he has a very good mother. You gotta fix it.
Yeah, definitely. I definitely did.
He has a good mother now. Wait a minute.
My feelings and everything like that. I did apologize and everything like that.
Okay.
I made sure, you know me, I'm always trying to do right. So I made sure I did right. But I ain't even gonna lie to you. I mean, I feel as though, honestly.
Wait a minute. When
Don't beat me up for this. Don't beat me up for
wait a minute. I just want to say, when I started fucking at you, tease, I was like this. Go ahead, me. I was like, wait a minute.
Like, I really feel as though that when it comes to Mother's Day, I mean, we definitely have it to acknowledge the mothers, but I feel as though, I mean, honestly, it's really about the child at the end of the day. So it's like,
on Mother's Day?
Yeah, because you gotta think about it. You're a mother because of the child.
But Mother's Day is about No, Meech. No, wait a minute.
I'm just saying, you're a mother because
being a mother is hard. So they get a day.
It is.
You a single mother.
Think about it. When Father's Day come around, we don't get nothing.
Well, we don't have nothing to do with that. That's who. That's not our fault. But that's not our doing. That is society. That's the world. Like we didn't do this. I mean, although it is kind of jacked up because you could call around for reservations on Mother's Day and you can't find none. Father's Day come.
Y'all get a cookout and
everybody be booked. Everybody be open.
Y'all get a cookout and y'all gotta work the grill.
Exactly. That's type.
You be trying to make crabs don't be sold out. They have a lot of crabs. Mother's Day, all of the crabs are so crab legs gone, but not on Father's Day. So you do got a point, Meech. I mean, but
I'm just saying, you know, I mean,
that on the deadbeats.
But we definitely do gotta acknowledge them. You know, sometimes give them gifts, things like that, just to make them feel special because they are, you know, all mothers are.
Yeah.
Yeah. So. Yeah.
So you know, next year you gonna have to put it on your calendar. Happy Mother's Day.
Right.
Yeah.
Make sure
you have a pleasant day. Yeah, I remember that.
I definitely will. Trust me, I will.
Yeah.
All right now, because you know I'll inbox you and send you a reminder. You know what tomorrow is. Make sure you call her. All right.
And I really think like with this lady situation, it seems like to me it's more of a fact of, you know how you play a certain role, and you know how it always seems like sometimes that the baby mother role is more significant than the other person. And that could be what the problem is. It's not so much about the gift. Yeah, it's more about the fact it's like how she gets seniority over me and I'm here with you, you know.
Yeah.
And you know how baby mothers be. They be thinking, oh, because I'm the baby mother, that I got more clout. Exactly.
You know what I think too? I think that a lot of times with women, that are with guys that have, you know, children outside of the relationship or the marriage, they automatically connect any type of, you know, like gift giving or whatever. They automatically assume that it's from a place of, I want to get back with her. I'm thinking more about her than I am about you. And they just think that, you know, you should only deal with the mother because of the child. You know what I mean? Like, you should only be calling her about, you should only be calling her about, you know, something dealing with the child. Like, you don't have, they automatically just want you to kind of just let them go.
Yeah. But that's a lot with the trust factor, and usually it's
a trust issue.
Because of what?
Right.
Baby father probably is over there creeping with baby mother or something. I mean, that's a whole nother different topic, though.
Oh, okay.
Not always, I'm just saying.
I mean, but some of the times it's true.
It's true. Majority of the time.
You know, some of the times it's true.
Not all the time. I ain't gonna put it on all.
You got some that can't let each other go even though they separated. Then you got some that is just like, you know what, look, we gonna be together whether we apart or you feel me?
Not
you know what I'm saying? Because y'all got that bond, or you feel me? Not just because of the child, you feel me? Sometimes it goes deeper beyond. You feel me? Like you've been together so many years, you did so many things. You know what I'm saying? Separate.
I'm sorry.
Sometimes it is a little.
I mean, it's baby father is not creeping back up over here in West Baltimore. It's not happening.
But listen, I mean, you got some of us that, you know, some females still allow that though because they still want it, you know.
Yeah, you're right.
Night phone call, you know what I'm saying? Hey, what you doing? Kids sleep? You chilling? You good? You want to come over and have a little drink? You feel me? You know how it is.
Yeah. Because at one point that would have been me. that definitely would have been me. If I still wanted to be with my baby father whenever he called.
It would have been great. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. But a lot of times, you can't get mad if you get mad at him because he's buying her this extravagant gift or doing this extra stuff. It's because it's already some kind of a trust issue that's happening.
Right.
It's a trust issue, but because he has given you a reason to sort of second guess him, or it's trust issue because you got some insecurities going on and you don't want him to deal with her. At the end of the day, that's his child's mother. It's nothing that you can do. They always got to deal with each other. You can't tell them, I don't want you to call her. Yeah. Because if you get a cruddy baby mother, listen, I will call her every day of the week.
That's funny that you said that.
I can.
It's funny you said that because my homegirl, she reminded me of that for real. My homegirl actually reminded me of Mother's Day for real. She actually got my baby mother a gift, balloon card, shit like that. So when she hit me with, I was like, oh shit, you know what I'm saying? So you was really paying attention, you feel me? But it's just, I noticed that, you feel me, like outside of things, you feel me, outside of baby mothers and wives and all that shit, you feel me, the other people that you actually do interact with, sometimes they still do pay attention to that shit. So
I think it's important that you have a good co-parenting relationship with your child's mother, regardless. So I'm gonna be the one that's gonna be like, don't leave your baby mother out, you know, like make sure you remember.
See, I like that, and I'll be the one you're like, you know what, I think she can do it herself, you know what I'm saying? But I still appreciate the thought of somebody saying, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because a lot of times us as women, I don't mean no harm, we don't hold our significant others or even if it's friends accountable. You know, like if you know you're dealing with somebody who's not taking care of their kids or not doing something, you know what I'm saying? We still sit back, like not as if this shit can happen to, you know what I'm saying, to us and not hold our people accountable. So yeah, I definitely think, wow, that's a lot to think about. And even with
that's a whole nother show.
Yeah, it's a whole nother show. It's like a lot of that has to do with the insecurities. It has a lot to do with what yo might have been doing that was deceitful for her to be in that energy. So, or which, right, exactly. I was about to say that, or vice versa.
And I just want to say real quick, if you any females out there if you're dealing with a man right now that is a deadbeat and you okay with it, that says a lot about you, and you need to get yourself together. Because if you are dealing with anybody and not holding them accountable or choosing to be a part of their lives, and they're choosing to not be a part of their child's lives, and this is a choice, you a deadbeat too. You need to reconsider where your situation is going,
right?
Because you basically trash like him. And that's just what it boils down to. That's what I'm saying. Like, you know what I mean? Don't get me started on that one. So we're gonna move on. Because I don't like dead.
She called them trash and everything.
Because it is trash. Because no, I'm serious. Because if you're dealing with a deadbeat and you're knowingly, like, you know that
you a deadbeat too.
Yeah, like you a deadbeat. You know that he got kids.
Yeah.
He don't want nothing to do with. He not helping the mother. He's not doing nothing. But he's basically taking care of your, like he basically taking care of yours. But now this other one, you still with
not
him?
taking,
that's crazy right there. Now I don't see how you can do that as a man.
Exactly.
That's
and you don't take in consideration that if this is how they treat them, women
do the same way.
Got respect for you. Yeah.
You trash too. So if you you need to be out with him too.
Yeah.
Did you say
Poor little right. Get yourself together.
Yes, come on, it's not that serious. All right, so we're gonna get into our guest for the day. Meech the God is with us. Meech, like, so listen, so we know you since like 16. When we met you, were you just starting or you had kind of been this for a while?
Basically, I've been in the game for a little while. I was basically coming from Virginia. I had lived in Virginia for a little while. I was down there in Tappahannock doing a lot of things with the music. VCU homecoming, a lot of things down there in the nightclub, shit like that for real. So when I actually met y'all, I moved back up here to Baltimore. You feel me? That's when I started the takeover from Baltimore. So yeah, when I met you guys, I was just getting my feet wet, really.
Right, and I was gonna say you were actually performing at, I don't know if
I was getting ready to say that. Was that on Pulaski
It was
Highway?
at security. No.
That was Pulaski.
It was Pulaski.
Right. But that same day, there was some kind of opening at security.
Yeah, it was another opening.
Or like a store opening or something, and they had kids and they were dancing.
That was in the mall, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That was when we first met. And then they took us, to the vanity room because we was watching it was like some kind of a showcase or something. Yeah. And I was telling Meech, I was like, that was the first time we had ever been in that kind of environment because I was a little concerned. But I just remember they had us and we were good. We didn't have no worries. Like we were good. So yeah, but we had a really good time, man.
And every time I seen them perform, it was like, God damn, yo,
got so much energy. Yeah, he had so much energy.
That's so much energy.
It is. It definitely is.
Yeah, he just had all of this energy, and like we were in this small space at security. Then when you seen him at the vanity room, he had this whole stage, and it was like this. Like he just ran up on the stage and started doing this thing, and he had his little crew in the back. And I remember sitting there like, he got to be tired because I'm tired. Like I go home.
Hey, but that shit do be tiring. It really do.
Yeah, and then we saw you perform at was it the Cultural Arts on Howard and Saratoga T?
Yeah, and I was trying to think, were you at Thursday Night Rollers too?
No. Yeah, I know he was like he would come and support us.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Dang, you actually was there.
Like Meech was there, and I think the first time we met him was when I heard I don't know the name of it. I think it was Just Like Music. It was off of the Marvin Gaye. I mean, off of the music beat. Just Like Music.
That's off of the song. Jacking for Beats 90s.
Yeah. So just sort of give us like a summary of just everything that you doing, like right
now. Shit.
You know a little bit of everything.
Yeah, recently I just got back. You feel me, from getting myself together mentally, physically, and everything like that too. So basically, I'm just in a gym. Daddy, work. I just got my shoe on out. That just dropped 2 days ago.
Let's about that next.
Yeah. My mixtape right now is called Resurrection. It's actually about to come out. Like maybe 3 weeks away from everything being finalized.
Okay.
My clothing is actually on its way out to you right now. I'm having a little technical difficulties. But, it's nothing that I can't get through. But that's definitely on the way. That's gonna be something major.
Okay.
From skin products to everything, anything you can name. Actually, I got my hands in it, from hair to lashes to
lashes.
Yeah,
lashes.
Hold on, let me tap into this beauty industry too.
Lashes. Really, what you gonna call the lashes, Meech?
I don't know. I really don't know. I really
you don't. Gonna start selling lashes?
I guess a blank of heaven. I don't know.
A blank of heaven is cute though. I like it.
I do like that.
It takes you breaks one talk about that. Let me get found.
You want to touch every revenue for real, because I noticed, a lot of cats that I used to run with too, a lot of them moved down the line.
So, yeah.
I'm like really the last Mohican left. You know what I'm saying? So I'm really trying to establish myself before I actually go anywhere. I got a lot of offers in other cities right now, but I just want to do something home first. You know what I'm saying? So I can establish it here, then take it somewhere else. So when I look back on it and be like, okay, yeah, I took it from here to there. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't just jumped all the way over there, you know what I'm saying, make something and then came back. Because I don't want to do it like that. That's back. Baltimore, we hate and love you.
Right.
We love the fact that you're from here, but we hate the fact that you might take it out of here. You know what I'm saying? So
that's interesting you said that, because I feel the same way too. I'll be like, I want to establish myself here, like get grounded here. And good thing we got the internet. So we don't really have to be in Atlanta or in Philly or somewhere. You can sit right behind, and still brand, get yourself out there. Like I have networks from here all the way, you know what I'm saying, to California, or all the way to the UK or Canada, you know. So it's like it's so much that you can do now just sitting behind. Right.
Yep.
Right.
You're definitely right.
Especially if you know how to use your brand, your marketing skills.
That's what I'm learning too. It's funny that you say that because, you know, when I first started, you know what I'm saying, when I first started seeing you guys and everything like that, I was just really learning the music side of everything. Like basically who to talk to, who not to talk to, who to network with, who not with, who's serious, who's not serious. You know what I'm saying? Who I can you actually put time in and who I'm wasting my time with, you know, things like that. And, you know, now that I got over at least 2,000 songs right now.
Oh wow.
Unreleased. So and the only one I have released right now is on platforms. It's Flexing for No Reason right now. FFR and every last single platform you can find it on. But to say that though is I really had to learn what I wanted to do with my music before I actually started releasing my music.
Right.
As an artist, you so excited. You know what I'm saying? You got the crowds, you got the parties, you got the studio, you got the, you know what I'm saying? You get the vibes and everything like that, and you just want to hurry up, get in the studio, mix something out, put something out. You know what I'm saying? So I can be like, hey, yeah, that's you. Nah, I was thinking like that for a second, but then I was like, you know, that's not the right way. So I had to sit back for a little while. You know what I'm saying? Actually get my whole strategy together for real as far as everything. You know what I'm saying? Being independent, moving independent, how to move independent, how to stay moving independent, and actually fluctuate with the shit. Um, and just really keep ahead of the game. Like right now, streaming is a thing, so I'm actually learning a lot about that. I'm learning a lot about cross marketing as far as with everything that I do right now. So basically, I'm just in a stage of learning right now. I mean, I got everything I need. I got everything right here in my facility. I'm just learning how to utilize it. That's it, basically.
And so, you want to put your music out on your own label, or
Yes.
you want to put it on your own label?
Own
I know with a lot of artists they do it because it basically allows them the freedom to basically do what they want to do. They own their masters. They basically like they are their own boss. So like the money that's coming in, is basically theirs, and they pay who they have to pay, and then they don't owe anybody else. Do you think that it's a lot harder to be an independent artist versus being with a label and then just just kind of just doing your thing? Like, do you think it's a lot harder to do it that way?
Like I said, you know me, just been learning a lot of things. It's the pros and cons to both. Because with the label, you have the access to be launched to the world, but also you can be set on the damn shelf as well too. Because with the label, they the next hottest thing. You can be hot today, somebody else be hot tomorrow. So you take a big risk with that. I mean, independent, you taking a big risk too because you don't know how long it might take to actually break one record. You know what I'm saying? Like
And
right
staying
now,
relevant.
yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? And right now, it honestly, to tell you the truth, it's costing you around 10,000 to 15 to actually break one record, one serious record. So to find the ways around that is hectic as hell. So it really is hard to be independent. It really is. But once you find your niche, I think you're good though.
You're good. But see, the good thing is like I'm thinking and I'm listening to you from what I can remember when we first interviewed you to now. Like you can see, you can hear, and I can see the growth. Yeah. And now it seems like where you're at, especially you in the right mind frame right now to literally manifest whatever it is that you're trying to do for yourself, especially when it comes to your music career, your brain, all of that. Like I feel the energy, like even though you like right there behind the screen, I still can feel, I can hear that passion. Like before you said it was just more of like, oh yeah, it's about being known. You know, it's about the clout, and it's like, yeah, I can rock the party, this, and this. But now it's like you're connecting to the passion of what you do. And I definitely just wanted to make that point known so you can see.
Yeah, I appreciate you. No, I mean it's people like y'all, you know what I'm saying, that motivate me to keep, you know what I'm saying, keep pushing, keep doing what I'm doing. Y'all been doing this for a while now, you know what I'm saying, for a while.
Yeah.
Since 8, right?
And y'all still doing it, and you feel me, it's still getting better, better, you know. So it's just all I can do is just learn. You know what I'm saying? Learn and look at other people. You feel me? That's actually doing it. You feel me? Not just saying they're doing it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because it's
so are you working with like any other artists? Like, is it just you? Because I know a lot of times with like independent artists, they don't really want to work with other people only because they got to pay them, and it's just a lot. Not and it's not just about the paying. It's just the point that they don't want to do like any type of I can't think of the word because it's an artist now that's out God, I want to say it's J. Cole. I'm probably wrong, but I remember I want to say it's him. I'm probably wrong, but I remember one of his albums, he was like, I'm not doing no cameos. Like, it's just going to be me. And I'm probably wrong, but it's just going to be me. I'm not doing no cameos. I'm not doing no, what you call it, guest appearances. It's just going to be me. You know what I mean?
That sounds like some J. Cole shit.
Yeah,
and I really think that it was him. He was like, I'm not doing it. Like it's just going to be me. I'm not paying nobody else except for me because I want you to get me. Like, I want to sell this on my own. And I love him. I mean, if it was him and I was right, I really do love him because he's so right, because he's so dope. Do you work with any other artists, or are you just kind of
it's funny that you say that because I be really trying to work with other artists, don't get me wrong, but it's a such thing as letting somebody hear your verse and you asking them to actually put a verse onto something that you already got. I mean, a lot of people listen. I didn't send out at least 4 or 5 songs to different artists in the city, and it's just like they all tell me like, bro, I'm gonna have to take my time with this, and I'm like, y'all make me feel bad. Like, you feel me? Like, can't nobody rap with me or something? Because that's what the feeling I get. I feel like don't nobody want to rap with me for real. I don't know why, but that's the feeling I get for real. But I do reach out. You know what I'm saying? I do actually go through people, third party.
You wait a minute. You think they don't want to rap with you because it's you, or because they just don't want to put the time in?
It's just that you can't keep up with a person like me. You gotta be serious. When
okay.
When that recording is on and that mic is on, I'm
you a whole totally different person.
So you really gotta put your best foot forward when you doing anything with me. You know what I'm saying? That's why I don't even get on people's songs anymore, because I didn't have people take me out of songs. And
why?
Yeah, they like, yo, the verse too hard. Let me rewrite my verse. Like, I have literally had.
Till you saw me, I was like, oh, wait a minute. You mean like say, listen, so I'm gonna take it back to a time. I don't know if you I don't think he was alive when this was happening. He might have been like little, like real little. But because I'll be 43 next week. That's why I said I know you.
Damn.
Oh, you young.
I'm joking.
First of all, T, I know you ain't saying that, T. Like,
yes, I am.
I know I'll be 43. But like back in like the late, like I want to say like late 999. It might have been like 99.
Damn, did you tell me she wasn't born in 90?
Yeah. Like, you might not have been born then. Listen.
I was like, damn.
Oh, well, listen. Well, you were still playing. I was
still playing.
I was driving around with the windows down and trying to figure out what 21 and up club I was going to get into to get drunk. You know what I mean? I was saying this, but I think it was LL Cool J came out with his God damn it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, whatever the song is called.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
But it was with Cannabis. Now remember, him and Cannabis had a beef, but he had did a verse. I think it was Cannabis actually did a verse, and then LL heard it and was like, "Oh, I gotta go back and do this verse over because it just basically destroyed me." And he went back and he did his verse over. And it caused a beef, but when you said that, it just sort of reminded me of when that situation happened, because I was like, well, that was dumb, but I'm not a part of that music world. But
right,
you know what I mean? But now I kind of get what you're saying. Like,
you'll drop a song with somebody and you feel me, you'll take it to your fans and all your fans might like my verse and not like yours, and you feel me?
Right.
So that shit does happen a lot in music.
But it does. It make you kind of like step your game up, though. I mean, I don't know, because there's a lot of artists out here. I mean, I'm all for follow your passion. You understand if you creative, do the thing, like you want to do music. But it's some people out here who don't really challenge themselves to be. They may feel like they are, but it takes a lot of skill development. And I'm not no artist. I ain't in the music industry or nothing like that. I mean,
Don't get me started.
Look, I was a manager before, like back in the day, right?
You was a manager? Who was you managing?
I managed Selah.
Rockstar
Media, yes, Rockstar Management. And we literally were with people, like we've been with major artists, you know, like and things that she tried to do, but I still didn't have no experience. Shit, I was like 22 or 23 at the time.
Trying to be a manager.
We just wanted to party and drink, you know, so that's what it was about. But at the same time, like I watched how she developed herself and what it took and the things that you had to go through being in a studio and stuff. And it seems like it's a lot of people that be up and coming like, oh, I want to rap, but they don't really they're not putting in the energy or got what it take. Or like you said, listening to other artists who are fire for real and see like, how can I, you understand, get myself to that point and not just throw out or put some garbage out. I ain't trying to say people stuff garbage, you know, because we all
nowadays ain't nobody trying to rap. Everybody just want to be gangsters nowadays.
And it's the only few people that's actually
still going rapping right now is I guess still J. Cole, myself. It ain't too many of us left that's really rapping.
Because even some of the music, like my son and them, they listen to. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, I be jamming to it. But
I was gonna say, you better not, because we be listening to it. And we know what they talking about.
It do jam though, but it be garbage. So ratchet and
it be so ratchet.
I
be like,
I tell you who I like. You know who I like, and he straight be talking trash. That damn the baby. I like
see, you feel me? But see, you got
I love him. Like I don't know what he's talking about half the time. But I
got the baby. He came in like that, so he ain't gonna change.
Right.
I love him. I don't know what he's talking about half the time. But
we expect him to be. We expect him to do that.
Yeah.
I think us older folk just like to hear the beat. We be more.
We got his stuff.
And that's me. Like if the beat moves me, if you got the voice, you know what I'm saying? Like even your voice, your voice even gotta sound good with the beat. Right. Like that's what's gonna catch my attention, right? First of all, I'll be intrigued, like, oh,
yeah. I mean, it's a whole package, though. I mean, it's really a whole package, really. You know what I'm saying?
But if you don't got that flow, it be like, yo, bro,
what are you talking about?
Out, right? Like,
so let me ask you something, Meech. Let me ask you something. You know, you've been doing this for what? How long you been doing
this? Since he was 8.
Since he was 8. He was 8, right? So do you have any type of encouragement for you laughing at? Do you have any encouragement for, you know, because there are some that are trying to get into this game that people may think are not age appropriate. They may think that at a certain point you should just stop. You know what? You've been in this since you was.
What's the cutoff?
Right.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
The cutoff?
That wasn't the question.
Listen, the cutoff for real, no bullshit. The cutoff for real is at least 35.
To stop rapping or to be new?
To stop rapping? Stop rapping. You should start transitioning into something else, right?
No. If Nas or Jay-Z, they 50. Even though it's them and
but they got a different 50. Flow. Yeah, they got a different flow though. It ain't their career. True. But if they they might do a little verse or something.
They come out with Jay-Z came out with a whole album.
Listen,
but that's Jay-Z though.
You gotta.
What are they doing? Singing?
They not rapping now. They speaking knowledge. They telling you everything that they done did.
They spitting their wisdom.
Can spit wisdom.
But they still got that flow. They still got that energy. They them. But if you coming in the game at 50 years old rapping, we gonna be looking at you like,
what the hell you rapping about? What are you rapping about? Perks? What kind of perks you rapping about? I don't even take perks. So what are you coming in talking about right now?
You cannot start your rap career at the age of 50. That's not
why.
Can you start it at the age of 40?
I mean, listen.
Yes.
Don't listen. Who am I?
I want to be a rapper.
Listen, who am I? Right, you can start your career
Meech
whenever
The
you want
God.
to start. You know what I'm saying?
Hold on, Meech. Hold on,
but
Meech.
if you
Something
want
else
to
is
have a
happening here.
successful career
Meech,
about it, like, come on.
no. Something else is going on here.
What?
What is your stage name going to be?
Lady T.
Oh, shit. Go off. All you need is a hit
What
video.
you going to rap about, T? What you going to rap about, T?
Fucking crystals and tarot cards. I don't know.
Hey, that's never been done before. See,
exactly.
Listen,
look
it's
at
never
me
been done before.
Never been done. Don't
that
do that
idea right there. Listen, don't get me wrong. That idea fucking around.
Don't tell us that.
I know somebody be coming out rapping about fucking tarot and shit and life working type shit.
That will go viral.
Hey, if you become a rapper, sis, you know I'm gonna be on the stage like.
Look, she gonna be a hype man.
You know I'm gonna be her hype man.
They gonna be like their old asses down.
I'm gonna be in the thing trying to twerk like, get it, T. That's what I'm saying, but it's no cut off, and I say that because it's a lot of
hot.
This pandemic. I think inspired a lot of creativity. People don't have people are sitting there writing. You see a lot of listen on my timeline. I have about 1,000 people. 1,000 people that are doing music.
Right.
Oh, whoa. I mean, well, out of them 1,000 people, listen, out of them 1,000 people, who do you actually think got the skills to make it? Long haul.
So this is the thing. I think everybody can make it. And the reason why I say that is because it's people in the industry now that I listen to. I'd be like, this is trash. This is really trash. This is really
anybody can make a song, huh?
Yeah, this is really trash. Like some of these rappers, like some of these people that are out, like this song is dumb. But I like it because it got a good beat. It got a good flow. If I'm sitting in my car and it comes on and I start rocking my head to it, I'll be sitting there singing it, and then it'll dawn on me. Bitch, you know you sit here singing.
Have y'all heard that new Soulja Boy song?
I don't
like him. I don't like Soulja.
You don't like him?
I don't like him. I'm not a big Soulja Boy
fan. The new Soulja Boy song though.
No.
That she make it clap, 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 clap. Clap.
Oh. Look at it.
See? Exactly. Now listen.
You know I have heard it.
Listen,
I do like it. I don't like him, but I do like that
song. Right when I first heard the song, I said, "Yo, that's the stupidest song I ever heard in my life."
I think I had.
3 weeks later, I'm jamming that shit. 3 weeks later,
this one.
I'm telling you.
This one.
Yes. And then it got the whole world jamming it now. Wow.
I didn't even
I did like it.
It takes time. It takes the time.
I have heard it.
Come to music now, it's all about a lot of hurts, a lot of silent notes that you don't hear, a lot of waves and shit like that goes behind the music.
A lot of waves. What kind of waves?
It's like different frequencies to
Yo, I was getting ready to say that to you, Meech. Like
you ain't no T.
No, I was.
And shit like that.
You was not rapping. You not gonna be no rapper.
I was getting ready to tell Meech, like, yo, you need to start putting your music behind high frequency sounds, like over 520. So over 528 HZs. It gets into your subconscious, and that's why the music industry is so fucked up. They play these low vibrational music to keep people at a low vibration.
Wait a minute. What do you mean to keep you?
That's what I was.
Keep you at low vibration. What do you mean keep me at low vibration?
So if you're talking about popping perks and bitches and hoes and shit like that, what you gonna be in that energy of? If you're talking about I'm gonna go to hell and I'm gonna die. But you got a different mindset.
That 808.
I'm not popping perks.
But you got
somebody drop that 808 behind somebody saying perks, bitches, weed. I'm telling you, it's gonna pop because that 808 it gives that.
What's the 808? I don't know about no 808 Meech.
Tanika, come on. I have listened back in the day when 3 6
Mafia was out.
Yo, when 3 6 Mafia was out back in the day.
I was like, what kind of drug is that? I don't.
Remember 3 6 Mafia back in the day, right? So when they used to come out, right? I mean, any type of music back then, you be in there ready to fuck somebody up, right?
My song, you see how I'm dancing?
Exactly. So what's the energy it puts you into? You ready to smoke, get high, fuck somebody up?
That's like now that's a party. No, and I mean, if you mess around,
you're a whole different specimen. Different species.
Sweat, maybe some Keep Sweat, some Marvin Gaye. Now you hear the instruments that's in that puts you in a whole different mood, right?
It puts you in a sensual mood. Well, it depends on the song. Like I want you, when I want you, like when I want you, by Marvin Gaye comes on, I'll be like.
And listen, you got also understand words.
I start reminiscing about some real stuff. Yeah,
exactly.
So each word is always specifically to something.
And it makes sense because I listen to like certain music, especially when I was working on the floor, like at my job, like when I was working when I was on the floor, dealing in patient care at one time, I was going through some issues, and I literally would listen to certain music in the mornings to either lift my spirit and give me energy, or to put me in a positive mind frame. So I do get it. And I remember, I think I was telling you, I was like, yo, I listen to gospel music, and she was like, gospel, was that you?
Yeah, like people were listening to gospel music.
But it was I really was
music though. Like some of that gospel music made me feel like I'm about to, like I did everything wrong and I'm going to hell.
Yo, listen,
Kirk Franklin and BB.
That's funny that you said that, right? Because I was just playing Yolanda Adams, right?
Open My Heart.
That's my joint right there too. I forgot what it is. I think it's Open Up My Heart or something like that.
Yeah.
That's my joint, man. I'm telling you, every time I hear that song, I swear to God, a real nigga want to break down the crowd.
Yeah, it brings me to tears. Like, oh man.
So like, now I get what you're saying. Like now I understand it, because I'm telling you, like I'm one of them people. Like I play stuff depending upon my mood. If I need, it was some mornings like I would ride and I would play nothing but trap the whole way from.
And by the time you get to work, you all fired up and shit.
I would drop my baby off at daycare in Woodlawn.
Right.
From Woodlawn all the way down to by Lexington Market. So that's about a 15-25 minute ride in rush hour traffic. And I'm riding down, and like one time I really was playing 3 6 Mafia, and my favorite song by them is Who Run It. And I in the car like, these bitches say run it. And I pulled up in a parking lot, and my boss was looking at me like, what the hell is going on? I was like, I'm tired, I need that energy. So I get it. You know what I mean? I get it. So I need to run back though. Because we need to, before we end this. Do you have advice for these rappers?
I got a lot of.
We have a debate going on. We have a debate going on for these new rappers, no matter the age.
The best advice I can give any artist right now, for real, honestly, is 3 things. 1, believe in yourself. 2, fuck what anybody say. It's your craft. It's your career. Rap. Number 3, nigga, go hard or go home. Because if you ain't gonna go hard for it, you ain't gonna get it. It's a 1 in a million shot that you even make it for real. Like I'm telling you, like it's harder than it looks. It damn sure ain't easy.
I bet it is. I know it is.
I bet it ain't easy at all. I swear. Just studio work by itself alone is money. So if you don't even have a budget for yourself, you can't even get into the studio. You know what I'm saying? But now you got technology, guys. So you can have a studio on your phone, but you still gotta pay for that. So you gotta just.
How much? No, what you gonna say? Because I was just gonna ask you about studio time. Go ahead.
No, I mean basically, when it comes to that, for real, you really gotta be on your shit when it comes to that. You have the right engineer, right producer. You gotta be prepared before you go into the studio. Like, don't go into the studio and waste an hour trying to get a verse out or a hook out. That shit's just money being wasted. Go in there prepared, go in there ready to work, and you feel me? You might end up with some extra time. Shit, you might end up with a longer session than actually you paid for. Sometimes producers and engineers are more into your music because they're the ones that has to sit back, listen, pick it apart, drop it back, run it back, reverse it. You know what I'm saying? Things like that. So they're hearing everything that you're doing. So you need to be right there with them. You know what I'm saying? Delegating everything that's going on. By the end of the time of your session, then 9 times out of 10, you got a perfect song and it's not even mixed. And then when it comes to the mixing, you got to pay for your mixing. That's a whole nother session by itself.
How much does that stuff usually cost? Like thousands?
Yeah.
It should be.
I mean, right now, the mixed song is like $500.
Damn, let me mix my own song. Can I mix my own song?
You can't just mix the song. You got to mix the beat too as well.
Yeah.
So you got to mix the beat first.
You look to the side like, what? My son just said he was down on with some stuff for beats.
First, then you got to mix the song. And actually, before you even get into the song, you got to start with the hook. You got to make sure the hook is right. Then you got to go to the verses. You got to make sure the verse is right. And it could be, 2 hooks each, maybe 2 verses each, whatever the case may be. You just got to make sure everything is right. Everything is perfect. Make sure they don't have too much effects on your stuff. And actually just get with somebody that knows what the hell they doing. Don't go to these wacky, janky, you feel me, type of studios, because you're not going to get the sound that you're actually looking for too. So when you go to a studio, make sure they got a studio, not a underground in the basement or in the motherfucking closet type of studio, because you're not going to get the best. I mean, don't get me wrong now. When I first started, I was in the closet. I loved the closet. That gave me the inspiration that I needed to get into the actual big studio. But when you get there, it's a whole nother feeling. It's a whole nother sound. You feel me? And you on a time clock. So everything has to just go. You feel me? It's really not no time to really be in there smoking, drinking, partying, talking. You know what I'm saying?
How we used to do.
Exactly. You feel me? Now listen.
Right.
When you have your own producer and things like that,
you can do that shit.
You can do that. You can do that though. You can do that when you're well a little more established with the people that you're working with. You know what I'm saying? Like I used to work with ARS over there on Hartford Road. You know what I'm saying? When I first started going there, I wasn't even doing nothing but recording. Then I got comfortable. Now I'm downstairs smoking, running back upstairs recording, running back upstairs drinking, running back upstairs recording. You know what I'm saying? So it gets comfortable as you go for real. You just have to find your feet first. You have to, because that's important first. Find the people that you need to work with, the right people that you need to work with. Have your shit ready to go, and have your money ready, because ain't nobody doing nothing free. Not even for me.
You got to pay that money out.
Yeah, exactly.
So it really, I mean, of course, I don't know, because I'm not in that field. So it really is expensive. So I'm gonna go back to what I asked before, because is that why a lot of people would rather deal with a record company than try to do the independent? Than try to do independent, because it's so expensive. I mean, the benefits probably outweigh the money that you put out, especially if you end up going, if you end up like taking off and you end up money, it outweighs it. But does it make it? I can see why a lot of people go with a label, because the label will front that money. But the backside, the negative side of it is that once you start to make that money, you got to pay them people back first before you even get your cut of that. So it's like
that's that right there. That label shit. I mean, they definitely, if you good enough and they think you good enough to actually, whatever they about to invest to you turn into a profit, they gonna definitely give you some advance money. And that's where a lot of artists fuck up at, because that advance money is not for you to play with. It's for you to reimburse into yourself.
And then a lot of them spend it on like
just spend that shit, and then they realize when they albums and when songs don't go where they go, they end up owing, because that money was not really free. It was actually to get you on your feet. You feel me?
Right.
Actually, for real, like when you first sign to a label, you're guaranteed to make your first million the first year. You're guaranteed that. That's when you sign to a label only. But half of that money you still got to reimburse back into your project, your videos, your traveling, everything. Because, you know what I'm saying, they're going to pay a certain thing, but they're not going to pay for everything. You know what I'm saying? A label ain't going to pay for every damn thing. They're going to pay for what's important. And what's important is the shit that's going to make the money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You traveling and things like that, going to clubs and shit like that. If it's not a paid gig, they're not worrying about it. If it's not a paid walkthrough, they're not worrying about it. If it's not a paid appearance, they're not worrying about it. If it's not a paid interview, they're not worrying about it. And if that's not making them money, they're not worrying about it. 9 times out of 10, even when you still sign to a label, you got a lot of artists doing their own groundwork. feet work and everything like that, because labels only worrying about what they're worrying about. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, you still got a lot of artists like, I'm tired of labels now, because they start to realize now they only worrying about what they're worrying about. They're not worrying about your vision and, you know what I'm saying, what you actually want to do with your career and where you want to go with everything. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you was somebody like Drake or Lil Baby, then they own everything that you want to do. Hey, you want to do that? Oh, you pay for that. Hey, you want to do that?
They support you.
You know what I'm saying? They'll support you because they know, look, anytime we invest in this guy, we're getting our money back.
Right.
We're probably getting way more. You feel me? That's why you got artists like
and that's how they gonna say it too.
Yeah, you feel me? Like NBA YoungBoy, you know what I'm saying, complaining about he want to get off the label. Tory Lanez, fucking a lot of artists really want to get off their label, but they can't, because 9 times out of 10 their obligations are not fulfilled yet.
And they signed this deal not really realizing and not really not having somebody in their corner that broke this contract down, like, hey, if you don't do this in like a year, this is gonna happen.
Right.
If you don't sell this kind of album.
That's what happened to Dirk.
Yeah.
That's what happened to Lil Durk.
Oh wow, Lil Durk.
Yeah, Lil Durk was signed, they dropped him because, I mean, it's funny that his situation was a little different. He actually fulfilled his obligations, but that shit didn't go nowhere. It didn't make no more. So it was a dead project to them. So they was like, well, damn, if you can't even get the first project, you know what I'm saying?
You barely got that.
Yeah, you feel me? You barely got that one. So we giving you another opportunity, and you really not hitting the numbers. We can't really continue to work with you. We're gonna have to drop you. You feel me, saying? Right. So that's when it comes to, just actually grinding. You see, he went back to the streets. He really had to take his time and dig deep. Yeah, I mean, as far as like to find himself, you feel me? Like as far as that
I listen to Lil Baby. We don't have them issues.
Like that hunger, that drive that he first had into the music industry. You feel me? Like he had to go find that, and see now he everywhere. All he did is Dirk, Lil Baby, and shit like that for real. So you feel me? He had to really go back to the drawing board and get it over with for real. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes it works out for him. Sometimes it don't.
Well, what do you have? Like, you sent us music. Tell us about any music you got coming out, because we've been doing every time we have a conversation with, even when it's in person, it just goes every which way. Like, we don't never just shoot the shit and just talk about stuff. It always goes into other stuff. We done talked the whole hour. We get to talk about how the people can reach you, follow you, if they want to get some music or what. So first off, how can people reach you or follow you?
Right now you can follow me. I'm only operating off of Facebook and Instagram, so you can follow me. Meech The God on Facebook, official Meech The God on Instagram. Right now my single is all over the world, FFRN.
Okay.
All platforms, Flexing for No Reason. My other single, All Eyes on Me, is coming next. That's the R&B single. I don't know if I sent that to you guys to catch a little sample of that. I think I did. I might. But if I didn't, I'm gonna definitely send that to you guys so you can get a little piece of that for real. The video is on the way for that as well, and Flexing for No Reason video is on the way as well too. My Twitter page is actually coming on the way. That's gonna be Meech The God as well too. YouTube
the Twitter page, are you working on? What do you mean it's coming on the way? Meech, just put the Twitter page up. Listen, what are you working on the content? Just put on Twitter.
Listen, I don't do the social media thing for real too.
Well, who does it?
I'm about to put it in somebody else.
Hire team.
That's
what. Listen, because we're not working. Because he just sat here and said the Twitter account is on the way.
It's on the way.
Hire team.
It's on the way.
Hire team.
It do. It be taking some time. Just
hire team. Just hire team.
Listen, I really need help for real, because I really don't do the whole social media thing for real. I really don't. So it's kind of hard for me for real. Actually,
just hire team.
And doing all
the and she'll manage your whole social life.
For real?
T-Wolf. See, look at it. T-Wolf manage the whole T-Wolf. Meech, I have been sitting in the car with her and she's driving. And I'd be like, what are you doing? Oh, I'm looking on Facebook. And we on 695 T how? Oh, we cross the road, yo. You can't. This is not okay. Hire T.
Listen, we're going to have to discuss that.
Right.
All right. So, listen, we see you heading out. We don't want to keep you long. We know you got a schedule. Just leave us with something positive, like something positive, Meech.
What I can say is, for everybody out there, really, not just for all the artists, not just for, you know what I'm saying, the independent people that's grinding, for everybody. That's for anybody. Just be yourself, man. Be yourself. Pray. Um, be as nice as you can to other people. Always show love. Always count your blessings. Just take every day, just like the last damn day for real. Tell you the truth. That's all you can do. You know. Other than that, God got everything else. You know. God got everything else.
All right.
Well, we definitely glad to see you doing well.
Thank you.
And overcoming all of your challenges that you said you was going through. So that's good. That's a blessing. You wanted me to do my positive information. All right. So you are the most important character in your story, right? So once you begin to align with your divine life purpose, watch your whole world change.
All right. That's you want to hear mine?
Yeah.
I have a quote, but I think it's since we're talking about music, I'm gonna go ahead. I can get me a record deal really, really quick. You ready? Like I'm playing. I'm playing.
She already sang.
Yeah, I am. Ready? And I'm going to form a beat.
I'm ready.
No matter how you feel, get up, get dressed, show up, never give up, 'cause that's life. You gotta keep moving. You gotta keep going.
What song is this?
I made it up.
Oh.
I don't know. Oh, listen.
I don't know this song.
I just made it up. It's really a quote. So the quote is, no matter how you feel, get up, get dressed, and never give up. No matter how it is. We still dealing with this pandemic. Everything is not the same, but no matter what happens, you gotta show up. And that's it.
Perfect.
This has been a wonderful show. We want to thank Meech. We love y'all. Meech, be safe out there. T, I'll see you later. I'm going to get peace.
All right, peace.
Peace.
Y'all be careful. Y'all have a last night.
You too.
All right, peace.
Bye.